Okay, we're back. Hello. It's been a couple of days for me. So it might take me a little bit just to get used to. I've done a quick read up of everything just to try and get my head ready as to whereabouts we are in this. But it has been a couple of days for me. I have also been doing my other campaign, as I say, with my other friends, and we're at I think we're on year 18, 19 or something like that. We're quite far down here. So it's getting quite fun. But anyway, as we are on year 11. We've got the Regal visit to happen here. We've got 2 endeavours. We need to do the settlement event. And on our notes, we want to make the stone circle. We want to innovate or matchmaker. And then we've got the Screaming Antelope again. I feel like innovating would be better. We've got 10 people. 10 people is okay. We don't need to rush. We don't need to rush matchmaker. I don't think. And these are the people that we had out as well. It's not been able to make survival. If you're the event revealer, we've got someone with PTSD here, so they need to be skipping the next event. The only reason I think they're still out is just because if the settlement event has to deal with them. So let's shuffle this up. Let's have a look. Let's get it started. It's a weird dream. Now, I'm not going to do the weird dream again. I'm not going to sit there and go through and give you guys my amazing storytelling. We're just going to roll 1d5. And so that's a 3, and we're just going to give ourselves 3 endeavours. You know my storytellings. If you want to know how good my storytelling is, you can go into Amazon and you can buy my book Sundial Anthology by Nicholas Harris. If you like, so there's my shill. If you want to know how my storytelling goes, we're just going to go like that. Did I say Sir Harris or Nicholas Harris? I can't remember. So now we've got 5 endeavours. We will most certainly matchmake. So first things first, we want to make the stone circle. That's going to cost us 3 organs and 1 hide. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of a hide. And we're going to get rid of 3 organs. We will get rid of 1, 2. I feel like the bladder's meant to be used for something good. So I'm going to keep the bladder now because I want to see what that bladder's used for. Boom. Stone circle. Let's get this out. Perfect. Right. That allows us to make Screaming Antelope armor, which is going to be really good to make for us, I think. And it allows us to make the beast knuckles. So that requires a large tooth and 1 pelt. We only have 1 pelt left, or hide actually. We don't even have pelt. So we need to go up against the Screaming Antelope again. But we will use that to innovate. So we're going to use another token. Just quickly, what is the bladder used for? Blood paint. But we need paint for it. So it's the bladder and the bladder and the organ. We'll get rid of the bone and the bladder for now. Then we can get another bladder and we'll innovate. So because we've got symposium, that is going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, nightmare training again in cooking. We don't really want any of those. Inner lantern, that is just a no-brainer. I'm not even going to bother reading what the other ones do. We want inner lantern. What inner lantern does is now allows us to surge, which is honestly phenomenal. Surge allows us to basically just get in an extra attack, so we can actually use our survival to do more than just dodging. Now we kind of want dash as well, but that is really good for us. So let's go and give ourselves all of our characters surge. That's fantastic. Okay. Because we know that these people won't be getting used, then we're going to return back the people that need to skip the next settlement phase. And then we'll remove their PTSD when they next come back out. Alright, so what else do we... matchmake. So we might as well matchmake. We've got so many bones. I think, actually, how many of these do we have as materials? Do we have the searching thing? Spend any number of monster resources to draw an equal number of basic resources. That could be useful. Or mainly for these 3. I think I might do that as well. What does that cost? Where was it? Oh, you need Forbidden Dance. Sorry, we can't do that because we need Forbidden Dance. Oh yeah, again, we're just kind of here then. We want to make another bone axe because our bone axe broke, didn't it? It broke from frail. I don't think the stone circle gives us anything new that we could use weapon-wise. So we'll make another bone axe, which is 1 bone and 1 organ. Annoyingly, 1 bone and 1 organ. But this person is proficient in the axe. I would like to get them up in that proficiency. So yeah, we'll do it. Unfortunately, we'll do that. We'll make another bone axe, so we'll bring that back into their possession. And I think that's fine. I think we're ultimately just going to kind of leave it for now. We'll get rid of the Twilight Sword because they're not going to be needing it. Someone else is going to be there in it instead. So what do we have? They're the club. We're trying to get their proficiency up in the club. This is our bow person. They're proficient in the axe, and this person's the guitar. We could bring... Well, Walker actually can come out. Walker's already out, sorry. We've got the club proficiency there out. Nitro doesn't have anything. Actually, no one else really has anything that comes out. So if we bring out Nitro then and Alexis, we'll bring these two out. They're going to be our bow and guitar person for now then. We'll see how we're going to do. Because it could be nice to have two people using the guitar. Do we actually have anyone using the sword yet? I don't think we do. Maybe we'll make Nitro the sword, actually, when it comes around to it. But that's what we'll do there. We can't really do anything else with anything else. Oh, shit, actually. Remembered. Regal visit. Let's do this. The hand strides into the settlement. The survivors' thoughts vanish as they fall to their knees, struck dumb by its glorious, incomprehensible presence. Add the hand to the Nemesis encounter list. To the timeline 2 years from now, the hand begins inspection. So we should have that already 2 years from now. The hand accepts your challenge. Add special showdown. The hand level 1 to the timeline this year. After the showdown, you heal everyone. So we can showdown it if we want to, but then the inspection's going to happen instead. We don't have a guidepost. We don't have survival of the fittest, and we don't have accept the darkness. So we can either have -4 population, -1 population, or the other one. So let's hope that we roll not terribly. That's terrible. Okay, 1. In one swift motion, the hand draws its sword, cleaving the lantern over and 4 survivors asunder. Suffer -4 population. Return the lantern oven to the innovation deck. Challenge the hand to avoid this loss. And if we challenge it, we go into it in the showdown. Either way, we'll be losing 4 population. Just one of them will be losing 4 population and the lantern oven. So I think we challenge him. I think we do a showdown. Well, actually, yeah, because either way, we'll be losing 4. So I think we don't have accept the darkness principle either. So yeah, we're going to challenge. So we're not losing 4 now, but we will be losing 4 because they're most certainly going to end up dying to this guy. With that being the case, we're going to take back the people that we already have. Oh, I might actually keep her out just for the extra strength. Given that 1 strength to everyone could be good. Yeah, I think I'll keep you out. And as for everyone else, we're going to just bring out the... Oh, actually, we could bring out the special child. This could be the good time for it, right? What was their special ability again? Let's have a look. If you do gain X armor to each location, when you trigger age 2, gain Grace of Damascus Secret Art, which the Grace of Damascus was pretty decent, wasn't it? So we might just do this then. This whole boss battle, so small spoiler warning for this boss battle. This boss battle is considered one of the easier ones. For us to be able to do it, it's basically just going to be a lot of blocking and just sort of tanking damage and just trying to get to the bottom of the guy's deck. So having this can be very useful because we can gain X to each armor location. Where X cannot be more than my total green affinities. I have 1 green affinity, remember, permanently for this character, and we got 2 green affinities with that one. So I might... that just gives 2 armor to each location. It's not that bad. I think that's fine. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that has green on it that we could potentially make. But I don't think so. No. That's fine, though. I think we'll bring the special child out. What am I saying? No, we won't. No, we won't. If we had other people, I think, if we had like one other person that I think could have done good, then sure. But we don't. We don't have another person that could be good, so we'll just keep it like this. How do we bring someone back? Oh, fuck it. So this is what we'll do then. This is gonna be rough. This challenge, this will be rough. I'm actually thinking that we don't even bring out the red hand too, because that is honestly just going to be beneficial later on down the line. This is what we'll have. We'll go out with this. All right, we'll see how this goes. Not going to be the best, I don't think. But fingers crossed. We can't really... Well, we have, sorry, the other 3 endeavors still. So we're not losing the population. So we're just going to use... We're going to matchmake for one of them, because we did have that as a thing. We can only do it the once. So let's do that. And it will be between a male and a female that we currently have out as well. That's a 10 and a 9. Well, we're going to take a 10, because with a 10... We've now not only got 2 population, but we also have another special child that gets born. So, oh, actually, no, I don't think it's a population of 2, is it? Sorry, we get to choose one, don't we? We can either choose, I think, we can either choose to have a special child being born, or we can have 2 population. I'm actually going to do something controversial here. I'm not going to have a second special child. I don't know how beneficial the special children are. I know they can be very strong, and I'm sure that they can be really good. As of right now, we're about to go into a showdown with the King's Man, or the Hand, who is going to probably kill 4 of us. So, having 4 people die now, and knowing that we're going to potentially have another 4 people die in 2 years' time if we don't give ourselves good enough armor for it, because I want to try and get leather armor for most people, going for the twins makes more sense. That's an extra person. So I'm actually going to stick with the twins. I'm not going to delete these people. We're going to stick them as twins. And we're going to leave it like that. And now we've got 2 more endeavors, in which these endeavors I think I will do I think I will do... What will I do? Alright, we'll just try and do the thingy. So we're gonna try and instigate mating twice. So we're looking for an 8+. That's 1 successful. We're gonna have the 2 twins that just mated. That is a 6. That is gonna be +1 population. Oop. And what was the 6? Does it give us anything else? Yeah, it's just +1 population. Lovely. And now we're gonna go again. So we're looking for an 8+. And that is a 6. Unfortunate. I think they just gained 1 survival then, which would have been you. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. We got 3 population and we're going to be losing 4. So -1 population. But challenging him means that we're not going up against the... we're not going to lose the heat of the oven. And that is honestly pretty useful. Or actually, no. Yeah, no, it's useful for things that we're going to need later on. So the way how this works, because it's a special showdown, what's going to happen here is we are going to... We're doing our departing survivors, so we've got everyone out here ready to depart. But you can see that you have to depart and you do the special showdown. Once we're done with the special showdown, we don't get an endeavor. We don't get... we don't pull another settlement reward. We don't progress in the year. It is still the same year. We'll then just go out to updating the death count and going back through everything again. So we will get endeavors potentially from this. So we can double endeavor from this. Actually, I didn't even think about that. That's even more reason why we should have challenged. So that's fantastic. But oh yeah, no, that ain't too bad. There is this small part. Call it naive. I think there's a chance that I can beat the hand. But we'll need to see. Okay, let us begin then. So we got some unnamed people here, and we're going to be going up against the hand. Which, if I go back, it should say here we're going to challenge, which adds special showdown the hand level 1 to the timeline this year. So here going to be special. It would just be the hand. Special showdown for the hand. Nemesis level the hand. But it's going to be a yoink showdown or a special event. What's SE stand for? I'm assuming SE stands for special event. Not that if I can change anything when I clicked it. So there we go. So we're going to click on the hand, level 1 showdown. Here we go. This is what we're going to be going up against. Beforehand, let's name some people. So we've got Nitro. We're going to call this one person Buddy. We've got Alexis. And we've got Steph. Steve. That's what we'll go with. Now, this boss is an interesting one. Let me just quickly place everything out. So, first of all, there is a move where this guy could just fucking kick you and you get booted off the map. It's only one move, but it is a move. So, with that being said, we want to try and place these columns in a way where we're just not going to get kicked off the map. Or there's less likelihood that we'll get kicked off the map. What is it? Set up at least 4 spaces from all other terrain. So then we can have this one like here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we've got kind of like, so if we kind of stay, we want to kind of stay fighting in this area, I think would be the ideal. Well, actually, we kind of want to be like that. So like this whole down area here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We put it here. This whole area here, we're kind of protected if we get kicked off to the left or right. We just need to be careful about being kicked off from the top or the bottom. And then we've got the acanthus plants, which I do think we're just going to sort of leave here. We've got no strategist, obviously, with the person because they had to wait. So the way how this boss works is they have these lenses. When you deal damage, or when a survivor with a blue aura... Oh, shit, I forgot about the auras. I should have changed that. But I'll tell you then how the auras are in a second. But when a survivor with a specific aura deals damage, it opens up the eye. And when you open up the eye, this will then affect certain cards that happen within the combat cards and the hit location deck. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. That is basically the sort of gimmick fun thing that this one has. On top of that, as you can see, when we're taking out this counter, it doesn't have health. Instead, whenever you're to deal damage, you put something on the token, or you put a damage on the token. And as soon as you've done 12 tokens worth of damage, it will do respect, which is the flip side of this card. Basically, it's like the boss will just sort of stop and be like, you know what, you win, and then something will happen. That also happens if you get to the bottom of this deck. So there are 11 cards, technically 10 cards we need to live through to then get to the very bottom, and then we can survive. That's essentially how the hand plays. Now, you can go ahead and try and kill the hand. It is just devastating. I believe the blue aura allows it to get first strike and allows to like cancel your attacks. The green aura gives it more toughness on its hit locations, and the red aura makes it deal bonus damage, I believe. With all 3 of them open at once, there's a chance that he can go get driven mad and he stuns himself. But it's also, like, if he doesn't go mad on that next card, there's going to be a lot of damage that's going to happen to you. So you can kind of see how it goes. Now, the auras are the affinities that you have connected up here, I believe. Or that's at least how we play it. So this person here has 2 red affinities. We don't count the ones that aren't connected. It's just they've got 2 red affinities. So what I'll do is they have a red aura. So I'm just going to leave that there to know this person's got a red aura. This person here has a green, a red, and a blue, which is fantastic. They have a white aura. Now, what a white aura means is that whenever I deal damage to him, I can choose which lens I want to flip. So that's very beneficial. Then we've got this person. They've got a red and a blue. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, that means that they have both red and blue because they're joint for that one. And this person has red, red, it's just double red. They're going to red. So those are the auras of everyone. Now we can begin the fight. So we get to go first. I don't actually know how beneficial it's actually going to be to go up there and deal damage. Actually, does he have... He has this. There you go. Ghost Step. So I knew I was forgetting something. Ghost Step happens basically on every single one of these moves. What Ghost Step does is he will teleport through people, deal brain damage to the person, which I need to add my stone noses brain damage to. Deal brain damage to the person, and then perform their attack. And that can end up happening to... so first of all, everyone needs to get 3 survival. Wait, has our survival limit gone up? It didn't go up with Surge, did it? No. Everyone needs to go up to 3 survival real quick because that's our departing thing is 3 survival. You've got stone nose. You've got stone nose. You've got stone nose. You've got stone nose. Cool. Everyone at least starts with 1. So yeah, we kind of want to keep our people a distance away where we're a sufficient distance away from one another where when a ghost step happens, it's not going to brain damage everyone multiple times. Unfortunately, I feel like we're more than likely going to end up dying from brain damage here because that ghost step happens every single time. And if he ends up drawing an attack, like I know the trap, for instance, literally ghost steps everyone. So it'd be devastating to do. So we start. So let's have a crack at this then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is 7 away, so of course we can't shoot. So what we can do is we can do the raw headband and reveal the top 2 cards and place them back in any order. The raw headband will allow us to get to the bottom of the deck faster when we reach those last 2 cards. Because then when we reach those last 2 cards, we can put the one at the bottom up 1, so we only need to survive 10 cards. But because this person can't do anything else, I am going to... Oh, actually, or do I look at hit locations? No, I won't bother with hit locations. We'll look at the next 2 cards because this is going to be the damage that's more than likely going to be dealt to us. So this is what you see. So if those eyes were open, they would get triggered as well. And you can see that that's knockback 12 and bash with the red. Headhunter means it's guaranteed hitting you in the head with that. That's 7 damage, by the way. 7 damage would be hit into the head at +1 speed. And then on a green one, you would get -3 to severe rolls. Yeah, that Thunderbolt right is going to be fucking devastating. And that's going to be survive with the most red affinities. This person has 2 red affinities. I believe this person also has 2 red affinities. So it'll actually be a tie between those 2. But not really something that we want to have straight away. Someone just coming up and kicking. So 4+ as well. So they've got good odds. And the other one's going to be lineup. When this card is drawn face down, the monster casually opens its arms. When this card is drawn face up, target the attack. All survivors in the right spot. Now this one's annoying. So the way how normally these cards work is basically, so let's say we draw this card. We draw this card and it's like, oh, it's face up. What then happens is you put it back onto the top of the deck and then you draw it out again. That's what happens. So it's kind of like you have a turn to be able to do something. You have a turn where you can sit there and deal damage. But then he's going to sit there and fuck you up. So with this line one, he's going to stand still and not do anything, which can be good because it gives us all a chance to run up and get close to him. But then he's going to perform the duration lineup. Do we have this? We don't, do we? Yeah, so this one's going to be a duration one. So it's going to get put onto the top. And then, so we're going to need to basically try and deal damage to him. And if we don't deal damage in that time, then we're going to suffer the penalty. As you can see, if he doesn't attack. So it literally, that lineup is, it says, if the monster does not attack every living survivor, perform penalty. So all of us need to line up in that spot. If not, penalty happens, which can be an instant death. Let me just have a quick double check that I am playing durability correctly, but I am almost like 99% certain that I am playing durability correctly. Duration, sorry. Duration cards are drawn twice. The first time a duration card is drawn, perform any when drawn face down actions. Then instead of discarding it, place a duration card face up onto the top of the AI deck. The next time a monster draws an AI card, it draws the duration card for the second time. Perform the when face up action, then discard the card after resolving. Some duration cards have persistent effects while they are face up on the top of the AI deck. So, we will... I think... Oh, he's got a toughness of 14. Toughness of 14. Okay, I'm going to take the risk. We're going to put this one up on top because that gives us a time to go in and be able to deal damage. Oh, no. Sorry, no. When we deal damage, we don't discard a card. Obviously, it gets put to a token instead, so dealing damage won't actually do anything. We're literally just coming up with the hard hitters straight away. That is 6 damage to every spot as well. Which is crazy. Is there any way I can... I don't think there's like no way I can avoid that. there's just going to be people there that are just going to have to tank it and hope they roll well on an evade. Because what's the 2 speed with 2+ accuracy? Fuck, man, that is tough. These people are going to die very quickly. Okay. We'll do Thunderbolt first then. So that one's going to be the kick with the red affinities, which is going to be a tie between these two. So we just want to kind of make sure that they're in a somewhat decent position. So what I'll do, so that person's just used their move, Steph. Oh, not Steph, sorry, Blue. We're going to have Alexis just move up to here. And you know what? I think I might actually just make Alexis surge so she has another activation just so she can climb up. I think that's good. Then we're going to have Steph, who has the shield and the club. We're going to have Steph move to here. This would mean that, like, when Steph gets targeted, if Steph's the one that gets targeted, the hand will sort of, like, teleport like that, so it won't phase through. It will sort of go around, so we won't take the brain damage. And then we're going to have Steph use the shield. Then for Green's turn, we're essentially going to do the same thing, I think, of... Well, he's going to go to either one of these two, which will come behind as well. So actually, if we do, Nitro first, so if we have Nitro move basically to the same place just here. Actually, I might have him just go one up. That doesn't matter. Have them go here, and they're going to... they don't have a shield. They can't shield. They can't do anything apart from just prepare for what's to come. And then we'll then just leave Buddy here then. Really, there's nothing really that Buddy can do. Buddy's just sort of going to wait. He's going to teleport, because the enemy's either going to teleport into this 4x4 here or to this 4x4 here. And then Buddy will be ready to deal the damage. So... and no one else is going to take extra brain damage here, because Buddy is not going to be one that gets targeted. So, that's the end of our turn. Let's pull this. We should have all the shields activated. Sorry, that he should have his shield activated as well. So we're going to pull this. It's going to be the survivor with the most red affinities. It is going to be a tie between you and you. Who rolls the lowest? That's a 1. I don't think you're going to get lower than a 1. That's going to be white that gets targeted. So that means it's going to be perform Ghost Step and attack the target. So they're going to go Form. So they're going to go Ghost Step through Steph. That's going to be 1 brain damage. Now they're going to attack the target. So that's going to be a speed of 2 that they're going to have. And they're going to need to be of 4+, 5+ because we've got 1 evade. So let's see. That does hit twice, unfortunately. So that's going to be 2 hit locations. But what we're going to do is we're going to dodge one of those, and we're going to dodge one of those, and the shield dodges the other. So we actually take none of that damage, which is fantastic. That is the best person we wanted that to go towards, because this person didn't have a shield. They would have been fucked. So now it is our turn. We can begin dealing damage. I think we might have Steph just go first, to go from a hit, not even from behind, just right here, and then move back away, because it's best to try and like hit when there's only like one person around. Let's try and keep the distance. We're gonna have Steph go first. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going to have Steph hit. Sorry, I lied. We're going to have Steph move back 1, so then they're not within, or like maybe like back here to the corner, so they're not within AoE range. They're just going to shield. Sorry, no, I'm a stinking little liar. I can use the club. I can use the club. We're going to club it. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. I can use the club. So it's a 6+ to hit. I'm clubbing. We hit once. First strike. So it's only a first strike if he's got the red eye open. He doesn't have the red eye open yet because we haven't done damage. Reflex. Perform Ghost Step, targeting the attacker. If the attacker has a grand weapon, the monster uses its weight against them. They must spend 3 survival. That's fine. So that's just going to be a reflex to the damage if we deal damage to it. We've got a 2. Oh shit. We need a 10 to be successful. I don't know why I've done this. Yeah, we weren't successful. And they're just going to do Ghost Steps, so they're actually just going to teleport through us, and we're going to take another brain damage. Oh, yeah, that was terrible. That was really bad. I'm going to spend a survival to surge to bring up my shield. Actually, no, it's a lineup, isn't it? We don't need to. Yeah, so that's that. Alright, we just won't be overcome by our greed again. I'm going to shoot with Alexis. They don't have a shield, so they can't do this. Oh, no, actually, we can raw headband. Let's raw headband it. Let's see if we can not get lineup instead. The noise fills the survivors with an unprecedented dread. All non-death survivors lose 1 survival and roll 1d10. Add each survivor's courage to their result. On a 15+, the survivors knocked down in fear. Otherwise, they suffer 5 brain damage. Gain -1 accuracy token from their shaken. Add each survivor's courage to their result. On a 15+, you're knocked down. We're not getting 15+. That means we're getting a -1 accuracy token. And 5 brain damage. Oh, that's devastating. That's devastating. We'll just leave it as it is. I think both of them are just for our characters right now. It's so bad. All right, we'll leave them there. We're gonna have Buddy go up and try and do the Canthus plant because we know it's going to be a lineup duration on the next one. That is a 9, so at least we get a fresher Canthus plant. This is probably going to be our best bet of actually trying to survive here, because with the fresher Canthus plant, you can fully heal a wound location. To heal 1 hit location. To fully heal 1 hit location. So that's going to be like our sort of benefit here. And then we're going to have Nitro. I would like Nitro to go to there, but we don't want him teleporting through people, so we're going to have Nitro sort of go... Why don't you just put Nitro here? Because we know he's going to do the lineup. Oh no, because we're going to need to get ready to like get lined up. Put him to here in preparation for it. Cool. That is the end of our turn. Alright, so we flip this. Lineup's going to happen. So now we all need to stand in a line like good little boys. So we're going to move Steph to here. Actually, we're going to have Steph go for an attack first. No, we won't, because they want a shield. Let's not succumb to that. So Steph's going to move to there. Nitro's going to move to here. Nitro might as well do an attack. They can't really do anything else. The only downside would be actually if they do an... There's no point doing an attack. If we do an attack, they could... the main guy could move, and then the lineup's going to be different. And people won't all be in a line. Alexis... is going to use the Acanthus plant first as their action. And that is an 8, so that gives us another fresh Acanthus. And that's all those gone. And then she's going to move to there. And then we're going to have Buddy move to here and pull up the shield. And now we take it. We're in the line. That's going to be 2+ on a hit here. This is for everyone. 2+ is hit. So 4. This is going to hit. They're going to hit it twice, so we're going to do it in order. They're going to take 7 damage to 2 locations. And that is to their waist and their legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to dodge the other one. So our legs has been hit. Knocks us over. See what we get. 6. We need to skip the next hunt. It's just a torn Achilles heel. It's 1 bleed token. Can't bear the weight until the end of the turn. If you suffer a lot, whenever we suffer damage, we get knocked over, I believe. Torn Achilles heel. You're knocked down, which isn't the best getting knocked down with that, but it's also not the worst. And then we also gain a bleed token. Then the next person, so that is a 4 and a 7. Do we need to roll for each? I don't think we need to roll for each individual. I think that's just the 1 hit. So the first one misses for this person. The second one, wait, no, it's a 2+, isn't it? Ah, they both hit. So unfortunate. So we'll see where the 7 damage comes from. It's going to go to our head and our head. We can use the shield to ignore 1 hit the next time you're attacked. And we're also going to use a dodge to dodge the other one in the head. It's going to hit this person. This is going to hit them in the... oh, that's terrible. Body twice. So that is going to be twice that we need to roll for this body. That is a 6 that we have for the first one, which is disemboweled, and a 3 for the other one, which is 2 bleed tokens. So disemboweled gains a bleed token, and our movement's reduced to 1 until the end of the combat, which is really bad. Thankfully, there's not a Thankfully, there is not another lineup, so we're good. But our movement is going to be reduced to 1 until the showdown ends. Actually, instead of that, let's just give ourselves speed tokens for this, I think. Oh, that's speed tokens. Sorry, wrong ones. Movement tokens is what we need. So if we just give ourselves some movement tokens to go down to 1, we give ourselves a bleed. And we wait until the showdown ends. And then what was the other one we rolled? Was a 3, which is just 2 bleed tokens. And we'll give ourselves that as well. Okay. Honestly, could have been much worse. But it's only the start. And then the last person, which is white, everything hits them. They're going to spend 1 survival to dodge, and then the other one to obviously take it from there. Because I'm just not going to take 7 damage. And that is the end of that turn. So, now it comes back to our turn. We don't stand up until the start of the next turn. So, unfortunately, these guys might end up getting 2 brain damage. We're just going to have Steph, I think, move down to here. And they are going to shield. And then we're going to do pretty much have Buddy do a similar thing. Except Buddy's going to move up to here, I think. And Buddy is going to shield. And the other 2 can't do anything. We're not going to spend survival to have them stand up. Go to the next one. Which is the noise one. All non-death survivors lose 1 survival and roll a d10. And on a 15 plus, I think this is with courage, isn't it? So it's going to be less than 15. So right, we're all taking 5 brain damage. And -1 accuracy token. So let's get the -1 accuracy token. Let's copy that. Paste. 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 And we're all taking 5 brain damage. So all of this is going to be going, which is really bad because now we can't really dodge Ghost Step. So for the first person, it's a 1. Dead. She's dead? Straight away. Second person, 9. New perspective. You're knocked down and gain 1d10 insanity. That one isn't as bad. So that is going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we get knocked down. Then next. 6. Danger seizure. I deal 1 damage to myself and people adjacent. Gain a round disorder and 1d5 insanity. So that is going to be a 2 rounded down. We are going to deal 1 damage. So the top one's for us and one's for them. 1 damage to our arms. 1 damage to their body. And we also get a random disorder, wasn't it? Which is this one. If you're insane, when you depart, you gain +1 survival and +1 strength. It's really good. Really nice, actually. Just double checking, getting around disorder, yep. And then the last person. Can't believe I had someone die. Just so quick. 3. Lose 2 levels of weapon proficiency. It's not bad at all. Cool, they're going to stand back up. And now we go to our turn again. As I say, it's basically just all about taking a beating, this one. I don't really do much else with it. We're going to have Alexis look at the top 2 of the deck. Another duration. When this is drawn face up, the monster proudly raises a single finger. When this card is drawn face up, target the survivor with the most armor points. It's going to give them bash and knockback 19. This is the one that can kick you off the edge of the board. The person with the most armor points is easily 3, 6, 9, 12, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it's actually Steph. Steph is fine, I think. Steph basically needs to move. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We can do that. It's 2 away anyway, so we'll do it like that. We can get them prepared for it. Basically, yeah. So it's our go. What we're going to do is we're basically just going to move, I think. Yeah, Alexis only has 1 movement. We're going to move them down 1. They're going to wait there. Then Nitro is going to... Nitro doesn't have a bandage, does he? No. We only have 1 person with bandages. The bandages would be really nice. Nitro is just going to move then over to here. We're just kind of trying to keep distance from one another. And we're going to have Steph move to here. And Steph's going to use the shield. And we're going to draw that next card, which is the duration one. So we're doomed at this point. Oh, we're also going to get Ghost Step done to us, which isn't as nice. So what's going to happen is he's going to Ghost Step towards us and then kick us. So he's going to, because he's coming from this angle, he's going to Ghost Step behind us here and kick us. So we'll hit into that. So that's fine. I believe the whole board is, like, what is the board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, so we can actually, if we went to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, we'd still collide. I'm basically just trying to look for a way where I just don't get the collision, but we're probably going to end up getting the collision. That's fine. They're going to stay there. They're just going to put the shield up. Buddy's going to stand up. Buddy is not going to stand in the line of... actually, no, Buddy can stay there. Buddy's going to stay there, put the shield up. Nitro's going to move down to here. Sorry, Nitro's going to maybe move up to here. We're just keeping a clear line so then people can't get multiple ghost stepped. And now this is going to happen. So they're going to ghost step through me. That's going to give me a brain damage. We're now going to have to roll to see what we get. Dead. That is so unfortunate. Not being able to have that reroll is devastating, man. It is devastating. And so that doesn't come into effect. It's just got 2 people left. At this point, the only thing we can do with the 2 people is... Oh yeah, I was meant to take off red because they're dead. The only thing we can do with the 2 people is... Just kind of sit there. Just let you shield and you just don't do anything. It's the best bet that we have, because we can only hit on perfect hits. We don't have nowhere near enough strength to be able to do this. It is just going to be a massacre. We'll use Thingy though to look at the top 2 cards. It's going to be a ghost step with the person with the most blue affinities. No, so it will be our bow person. At a speed of 5+ is fucking crazy. They're both the same thing. They're both the same card. Alright, sorry mate. That's gonna happen to you. So it's with the most blue affinities. They're gonna their speed thing doesn't matter. They just go right through. Boom. They're gonna do that. And on a 5, on a 2+, sorry, 3+ they hit with all of that. That is 1, 2, they hit with all of it. That is 5 damage. Sorry, 2 damage to 5 locations. So our head gets 1, 2. So we have to roll for head. Our body, we need to roll for head twice. And our body once. What was that? That was arms, wasn't it? And our arms. We need to head twice, body and arms. So, head twice. 6 and 4, which is death, suffer -1. And 4, you're dead. Oh. Cool. Don't need to roll the rest of that then. Alright. It's down to 1. Down to 1 person. Okay. We're just gonna shield. It's literally the only thing we really can do. We're just gonna shield. We're just gonna hope for the fucking best. Draw the cards. Person with the most blue affinities. We're white, so it's just gonna be the closest threat. They're just gonna through us. We're gonna take brain damage. And then it's going to do the same thing again. But this time, it is 4 pluses to hit. Miss. Miss. Hits us 3 times instead. Which is going to be to our legs twice and our body. And this is going to be 2 damage. So we're going to block one of the legs with our shield. So then the other one's going to be 1, 2. And our body's going to be 1, 2. I'm fine with that. Cool. Yeah, we're just going to... shield again. We're just going to shield again. Goes through to the next one. Same thing, but this time 7 damage. Wait, sorry. It was meant to be 7 damage this time, wasn't it? It's meant to be 7 damage this time. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we had the leg, and body, wasn't it? So we dodged. We're going to. Okay, we're gonna roll for our leg then. We'll dodge the body. I think I might just roll for our legs twice and not use our dodge. I think that's valid. I'm going to use the shield to dodge the body and do our legs twice. Because, sorry, yeah, we're meant to be having 7 damage because I didn't draw the Oh no, I did. It was bullet jabs. No, sorry. Yeah, no. I'm being an idiot. Don't worry. Don't worry. So what did I do? I blocked one of the legs, took the other one, 1-2, 1-2. Yeah, that's fine. The next one's going to be 7 damage, so I kind of spoiled what it is, but it doesn't matter. We're literally just shielding. We're going to be doing nothing different. Go on the next card. 2 speed on a 4+ it hits, but for us it's a 6+. Of course it hits both of them. Why wouldn't it hit both of them? This is going to be 7+. To our legs on both of them as well. Oh my god. We'll use the shield obviously to dodge one of them. I don't think I want to use dodge for it. Oh no, but we're not going to be able to barricade ourselves on whatever the next one's going to be. We'll dodge. We'll dodge. So we just don't take it. Don't take any of it. Okay, next one. We're gonna shield up. Go next. Oh, actually, before I didn't see what it was. Archive this to fully heal 1 hit location, including injuries. And armor points. Oh, that could be good for our body, I think. Give ourselves 2 body armor again. We'll wait. Actually, we'll wait. Okay, so that's going to be 2 again, so they're going to go through us, and that is going to be a brain damage. And as what are we doing? 2+, accuracy, 4+ to hit, 5 damage on each one. 5 damage on each one of these locations. To our body and our waist. We'll take it to the body, and we'll dodge the waist. So we're going to roll for the body, only because we're going to use the acanthus plant now for the body to heal it. That's a 2. We're dead. Shit, that's so unfortunate, man. We would have been dead on whatever it was. We're just dead. We were 3 away. There's nothing else I could have done there, is there? It's just the straight 2. It's an 8 and a 4. 4's to hit, 5 damage. Yeah, there's nothing else I could do. I assume you can't like archive this to fully heal 1 hit location like mid hit. That would kind of seem stupid. So yeah, they're just dead. That's unfortunate. We actually got kind of close to surviving it. It's actually kind of amazing how easy this is to survive, just given like we were underleveled. We were severely undergeared. We knew this. But yeah, okay. Well, they go back to the settlement. That is the end of it. What happens if this guy wins? If he kills us kings? Man? Not the king's man, is it? What are you? A hand. On a defeat, what happens? If the settlement has a guidepost innovation, the hand leaves in peace. Otherwise, he slaughters all retired survivors in the settlement. We have no retired survivors. That's fine. That is the end of the hand showdown. We can clean that up. We can get rid of this token thing here as well. We can put you to the next turn. And the fresh acanthus plants do not come back with us. And they go back into there. Now we come back to here. So we don't... Normally, we wouldn't gain endeavours. You can see on the special showdown, it just goes back up to updating your death count and that's it. However, with this, it has when a survivor dies during a hunt or a showdown phase, you gain 2 endeavour. So, or if someone dies during the settlement phase. So we just died during a showdown phase. I would believe that that would give us 6. Because it doesn't say necessarily returning survivors that have died during the settlement. It doesn't say anything like that. It just says when a survivor dies during the hunt or showdown, and we were just in a special showdown. Look at it. The only other way that I would be able to perceive this is maybe when a survivor dies during the settlement phase, and if it classed as a settlement phase instead, because the special showdown is within the settlement phase. I think that would be... Yes, actually, no, we'll play it like that. I think that makes more sense. So instead it'll be 4 endeavors. Because with the special showdown happens in the settlement phase. So I'd class that still as 1. So fantastic. Because we're still in the same thing, we obviously we don't re-roll that. We've now just got 4 endeavors back. We're literally just going to use that to try and fuck. And see if we can recover from what we had. So we're going to use 1, hope for an 8+. Go on. Yes, it's a 9. It's a 9. And then who can we have? Do we have any unnamed people that can fuck? Yes, we do. Do we have those two? That is a 10 and a 7. Honestly, you can't fucking make this shit up, can you? We've got another special child. We've got another special child. Birth of a savior. Alright, in this case, we're going to make them the beast then, this one. We're going to call them Jimmy Beast. And it's going to be red for the red affinity. They're going to have the 1 understanding. Let's spawn them in because we're going to need to give them their special as well. Which their special is they get 1 permanent strength too. So, boop. +1 strength from special, from being special. The typing thing's really weird. Sometimes it pushes it back. And we get keratosis. Which, is it just a normal fighting art? Or is it, it's an ability, isn't it? Keratosis. There we go. Which allows us to do that. Which is very nice indeed. So we've got one survivor. Honestly, would prefer twins. But we'll take the survivor. We'll do another one. That is a sorry. It was meant to be rolling 1, which it honestly I'm not going to take the 10. It would have been the bottom one that we would have rolled. So it would have been a 1. So we could lose to gain an understanding. We're not going to do any of that. I'm going to roll this one. That's a 5. That gives 1 survival to the person, and we roll again, please. 2 survival to the person. This person just gets 2 survival because it's here it is. Yeah. Cool. Well, we gained 1 person, got 1 person back. It's not the end of the world. In fact, we can clear the skip in the next hunt, and there we go. We had 10 survivors. We still have 10 survivors. Nothing's changed apart from there was just a small slaughter in between. But yeah, that's the settlement phase. Do you know what? I was just about to end the video, and I've just realised, no, we haven't even done our hunt yet. We haven't even done the beginning of the year, whatever the fuck we're hunting. So now let's get into that. Since we've skipped a hunt, the people that skipped a hunt, they can now come back out, and we can level them up, which is most certainly what I'm going to do. So we're going to have Doneth come out. They've got the red fist, so I'm going to put them onto red. Who is the bow person? We've got David. Put them onto the bow, and we can now get rid of post-traumatic stress, which is a disorder, I believe. Now get rid of that. Who is the other one that had post-traumatic stress alone? Oh, you are the guitar, aren't you? So we actually know alone sort of goes onto the guitar. Doneth goes onto fuck it, we'll just put her into here. And then Jimmy. We don't really want Jimmy to be out. We're gonna bring out just another unnamed survivor, I think. Oh no, we'll bring out Walker, right? We don't have Walker out, do we? I'm just going to move them around to how they were originally. So we're going to have Doneth there, Walker here. Cool. We can get rid of PTSD for them as well. Right. Now, they've got 3 brain, which is nice. 3 survival, brain. Very nice. Everyone's been healed up. We've got crazed. You're not fishing the act, only that. Cool. We're going to depart. We're going up against the Screaming Antelope again, is what we'll be doing. So we'll clean the hunt here, and we'll go up against a level 1 Screaming Antelope. Basically, our plan is knowing that we're going to... Shit, wrong one. We know we're going up against that thing again in 2 years' time. As we can see on the timeline here. So we've just done the Regal visit, and we've just done the hand on the special showdown, and now we're doing the actual showdown. So we know we just had that. We've got 1 more year afterwards with nothing, and then we're up against the hand again. We almost survived. We had 1 person that only had 3 left, and we almost done it. And we basically took a beating on majority of those things as well. So with that being the case, I think if we can give people either we have everyone have a shield, or we have it so we can make like full leather armor, then we can end up surviving the hand encounter, I think, which is what we're going to attempt to do. So we're going up against a level 1. in order of all the people. We'll have a look and see who's going first. 7, 9, and 10. So it's actually going to be David, I believe, is going first. So David doesn't have the ability that makes him have to roll the lowest. Brilliant. That's just, yep. 1, 2, 3. It's literally the same start as what we had last time, I'm pretty sure. Some unseen force has set off a massive migration. Nothing remains but uprooted acanthus plants and shattered ground ruined by hooves. Move the screaming Antelope free spaces away from the survivors on the hunt board. Right, Donath. Re-rolling. That is a 33. It whispers your name. The event revealer trips over a protruding nose in the ground. The lips of a stone face begin to move. If the event revealer has no name, the lips stop moving and nothing else happens. Otherwise, the lips seductively whisper the survivor's name. Donath. Donath. That's how I imagine it. If the event revealer is insane, they're drawn in and savagely kiss the face. No, we're not. And savagely kiss the face, repulsed and outraged. The other survivors suffer 1 brain damage before pulling the crazed survivor from the ground and moving on. If the event revealer is not insane, they gain 1 understanding, feeling the cusp of learning something. If any survivor has the marrow hunger impairment, the face secretly whispers their life purpose. They gain a permanent strength, and you add the murder to the timeline. Thank fuck for that. No, so we're just going to gain 1 understanding. That means, which is pretty nice. Good job, Donath. Go next. Boop. Dead antelope. The survivors are struck by the scent of a rotting meat wafting from a hulking corpse ahead. The event revealer may lead the survivors to investigate. If they do, gain 1 random vermin resource, 2 random screaming antelope resources, and roll 1 on a d10. On a 7+, the survivors are startled by the arrival of the antelope's killer, a white lion. End the hunt showdown. Start the showdown with a white lion level 1. White lion 1 level higher than the quarry, or the highest level available. Using its setup rules, add a dead monster terrain card to the showdown if they don't investigate. That would mean it would be a level 2 lion, I believe. Because it's start a showdown with a white lion 1 level higher than the quarry. Oh, than the quarry. So we're up against a white level 1 antelope. So it'd be a level 2 lion. We can't kill a level 2 lion. This is... Oh. The odds on rolling a 7... The odds on rolling the 7 are so low. Well, they're not so low, but they are low. We're just not going to do it. We're not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to risk it. A level 2 lion... So the reason we got an 82, but the reason I'm not going to do it, so it's 1 vermin and 2 screaming antelope resources, which is great, but a level 2 lion will kill us. We will not bring those resources back. The reason a level 2 lion would kill us, I have like faith that I think it has 12 toughness. We could kill it if we had dash. So the level 2 lion has this special ability where at the end of its turn, it will grab whoever's adjacent to him. And because we don't have dash, it means we're going to constantly be getting grabbed if we got that 7+, and it is just not worth that risk. Anyway, watch 82 kill everyone. Consuming grass. Vibrant green grass grows in patches ahead of the survivors. Closer inspection of the delicate leaves reveals they are as sharp as any blade. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor, or survivors in case of a tie, become the stragglers. As the survivors carefully pick their way past the vibrant hazards, the straggler stumbles into the bush and they roll a d10. So let's have a look and see who's going to be a straggler. We got a 1, a 4, a 1, and a 6. 2 stragglers. Both Alone and David are the stragglers, and they both now need to roll a d10 each again, but none of them have a whip, so we'll see what they get. That is a 2 and a 3. That sounds bad. You fall but manage to interpose something between the grass and your bare skin. Either archive 1 gear of your choice from the gear grid to protect yourself, or treat this result as if you rolled a 1. And what happens if you rolled a 1? You land in the grass patch. As you climb to your feet, you realize it's too late. The parts of your body that touch the grass have sprouted with sharp blades of grass. Any attempt to remove them only spreads them further over your body. During the showdown, you are never a threat. You're never a threat. At the end of the showdown, your body becomes into a whirl of encumbrance from grass and you die. My god. Yeah, okay, we'll archive 1 gear of our choice from these 2 people. That sounds fine. And do you know what gear that's going to be? Stone noses. That's going to get taken away. Because that makes the most sense to me, rather than losing anything else. That's fine. I say it's fine. It's not the best, but that's fine. Oop, next. So this is Walker that's doing this one. That is 24. Food from the mouths of others. The survivors pass a stone face that appears to be holding something in its mouth. The event revealer may investigate, gaining a courage and roll. You yell out in pain and pull your hand back, revealing a bloody gash. Did the stone face bite? You suffer monster level brain damage and monster level arm damage. That's if we roll a 1. We can take brain damage and we can actually take the arm damage. That's a 1 or a 2. 3 to a 5, there's nothing at all. 6 to an 8, we get a founding stone. A 9 plus, we get a random basic. Yeah, I think that's worth. That's worth. Boop, 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 boop. We're going for the one on the right. And we gain a courage as well with that. Oh, which we level up. We got a 9 too. So 9 plus, gain 1 random basic resource and adds 2 insanity. So could do that. 1 random basic resource and 2 insanity. We'll take that. And because they leveled up their courage as well, we will do this. And that is going to be 1d10. We get the prepared 5, gain +1 understanding. And we've leveled up our understanding as well. Let's give ourselves prepared, which is going to be an ability. Prepared. So we get this ability. And now we've just leveled up our understanding as well. So we'll see what we get here. That's going to be the explore action. And we got a 2, which is reroll 1 ahead result this hunt phase. Not as good, but not terrible either. Cool. Next, so they get to reroll once this hunt phase. Oh, no, I think we could just reroll anything. Not specifically them. 87. Weeping faces. Water flows from the eyes of the surrounding stone faces, gathering a small pool. Any survivor may consume from the pool and roll 1d10. If they have 3 plus understanding, add 2 to their roll. Insane survivors are inconsolable. They lay on the ground sobbing heavily. If any survivor is insane, roll again on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board. Any survivor may consume, so we don't have to. On a 1 to a 3, we suffer brain damage. On a 4 to a 6 is refreshing. On a 7 to an 8, we can heal up to 2 injured hit locations. On a 9 plus, we gain a speed token. I actually don't think there's a downside to this at all for a majority of people here, because we have, apart from Donath, I actually think this is just kind of a... This is just kind of great. Oh shit, this indecision actually. If you're the event revealer of the hunt event that you call on to make a roll twice and use the lower result. I actually need to roll again. It was a 3. What was the last number that we had? It was this one, wasn't it? There's nothing because of Trick of the Light. So we actually get the Trick of the Light. So instead we get rid of Explore. We didn't unlock that one, and we put our understanding down by 1. Doesn't change much. It's fine. I picked up on it, so we could replace it. That one's fine. Not too bad. And then we just got, what was that? 87. I remembered. I knew it was something, and that was the one. But that's fine. I think so we can do it 1 in each order. So we're gonna have Thingy go first. They've got 1 brain. We'll see what they get. 7. What do you get on a 7? We can heal any 1 hit locations. They haven't been injured. You're not going to do it. We're just purely looking for 9 pluses here. That's a 1. Terrible. That's a brain damage, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? The water is salty and sour for 1 brain event damage yet. That's bad. And then this person. Oh, almost. So we're not the revealer on this one, so we don't need to roll it twice. So we just got a 3. And I think a 3 is also a brain damage. Cool. We tried. We tried. Now we need to do Overwhelming Darkness. So, what do we have? You don't have 3 courage. Walker has 3 courage. And Donath has 3 courage. And then the other 2. So we'll roll for Alone and David first of all. They have to walk the path of the insane. So we got Alone, David. Alone got an 8. David got a 6. So Alone, 8, gets PTSD. Set your insanity to 1 and gain PTSD. That actually gains our insanity. It's not terrible. Not terrible. But getting post-traumatic stress, it basically was the same. I think it's the same disorder we had last time. Oh shit, they actually need to be insane to use survival. Sucks. And the other one was a 6, which is all survivors. You shriek and lash out. All survivors suffer 1 event damage to a random hit location. Okay. Well, we'll do all 4, and that's in a line. So we've got, you're taking it to the legs, you're taking it to the legs, you're taking it to the body, you're taking it to the body. That's not so good. And now we roll the other 2, and the other 2 are doing the Path of the Brave. We're looking for 1s. Perfect. You find a half-dead survivor covered in translucent moth. Ignore them, losing 1 courage, or spend all your survival to save them, gaining 1 population. And that is what we're going to do. Boop, boop, boop. That is going to be 1 population. Thank you very much. We'll give them an understanding. And what did the other person get? A 4. You vomit in fear, but keep a brave face. Gain -1 evasion this event. After this event, all other survivors gain +1. After this event, all other survivors gain +1 survival from your bold display. Fantastic. So we get -1 event evasion token to you. But everyone else gets +1 survival, which is nice. Cool, now we continue. So who did we have? That was David, wasn't it? So it was David, Donath, Alone, Walker, David, Donath. A screaming answer moves 1 space away from the survivors on the hunt board. Oh, it was so close. So close to us. At least it wasn't forward, it's not an ambush. 77. Got a lot on this hunt board. Sinkhole. A gaping sinkhole suddenly opens under the survivors, revealing a swirling black pool of ichor beneath them. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor is the straggler. I think there's a chance someone can die from this, if I remember correctly. Any stragglers? 6, 3, 8, 9. It is 3. It's Walker, the person who I want least to die. Because they have the best gear. Each straggler rolls 1d10. If each straggler has a whip, they throw a line to the straggler. Each straggler adds +4 to their roll. Oh, each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor or survivors, in the case of the title straggler, now need to re-roll again. We're not the hunt revealer, so we don't need to roll twice, which is lovely. That is a 4. When rolling to determine a straggler, add your hunt XP as the result. Oh, as a straggler. Oh, so we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, it's actually alone. Sorry, we should be rolling for alone. So we'll have them re-roll. It's a 4. Same result. The other survivors haul you up, but not before something you lose. Archive 1 gear of your choice from your gear grid. Yeah, so we should have added the prepared on for the straggler, and because he has 400 XP, it put him up to a 7, and this person rolled a 6, and they don't have the prepared. We need to archive a gear. We'll archive the bone blade. That's fine. Get rid of that. Now we continue. So I believe it's now thingy. We just need to roll. Because Donath is now alone, which is 100. We've got 100. The finale. An enormous metallic sound rings out from a distance. All survivors are electrified with dread. They suffered 2 brain event damage. So that is boom, 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 boom. Boom, shit. They're going to have to roll. When rolling, yes, they're going to have to roll. Hopefully they don't die. 8, gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. So we gain 1 insanity and a random disorder. So we'll reset the deck. Secretive. When you are a returning survivor, you quickly become preoccupied with your own affairs. You must skip the next hunt to deal with them. Oh, so you're always... Okay, that's fine. So that's the first bit done. The survivors may follow the sound, otherwise they panic and retreat in the opposite direction. End this event and move the survivors 2 spaces back on the hunt board. Each survivor gains +1 courage and gingerly approaches the sound's origin. As they travel, they pass the shattered corpses of strange beasts. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, they follow the trail of corpses, otherwise harvest 3 random basic resources from the corpses and end this event. We do. So each survivor gains +1 courage. So they get leveled up. They get leveled up. We've got 2 people that are getting leveled up here. We've got Alone that's being leveled up and David on Courage. So they're going to get the Prepared. And you are going to get 2, which is +1 speed for the next showdown. Not too bad, but also it's not like... It's not amazing. And then, David, you are going to get 8, 1 permanent strength. That one we do like. Oh, they need the Twilight Sword. +1 strength from Courage. Literally have it in big, bold letters there. I wonder what would happen if you were to lose something then, if you could just have it so you lose the Twilight Sword instead. Who knows? Maybe the Irreplaceable has something about that. That won't let you. Cool. Now we can continue then. So we have someone with 3+ understanding. So we follow the trail of corpses. Arriving at a massive anvil, the survivors see a giant one-eyed knight. Its charcoal-coloured armour reflecting their lantern light. The event revealer rolls a d10. So all survivors with less than 3 courage are struck dead. All other survivors 3. I think everyone has 3 courage. So we can actually roll that. That's fine. No one's going to die on a 1. Okay, we're just going to roll. So who was the event revealer for this one again? So we had David, Donoff, Alone, Walker. David, Donoff, Alone. Alone was the event revealer for this one. They don't have anything about re-rolling. They just have clutch when they get bleed. So they get to roll. So let's see. What do we get? A 9. That seems good. The knight smashes the object in its hands upon the anvil. When the molten orange object cools, it sets into a massive line-faced hammer. The knight places it in the hands of the survivor with the highest courage. Roll off in case of ties. They gain the Thundermaul rare gear. A current of electricity runs through their body, joining weapon and survivor forever. Okay, so who has the most courage? I think we're going to be tied, aren't we? So 3, 3, 4, 4. It's tied between these 2. So we're going to both... do that. That's a 9. That's going to be hard to beat. Okay, I think we have just got the Thunder. Ooh, where is it? Boom. There it is. The Thundermaul. Unfortunately, it would have been better to have gone for this person, I think. It's classed as a club. But it goes to this person because we rolled a 9. It's a weapon melee club 2-handed other. Irreplaceable unique curse. On a perfect hit, the monster is knocked down. Suffer a severe arm injury. All non-death survivors suffer 1 brain damage. It's got 10 strength. It's like a guaranteed hit. That's so good. That's so good. Suffering a severe brain injury isn't so good. Not brain injury. Arm injury isn't so good. But that is amazing. If only that had rolled onto this person. If only it had rolled onto this person. But it didn't. Unfortunately, it was this person that we got it on. If you're on the event revealer of hunt rolls that needs to make a roll twice, but we weren't the hunt revealer. So yeah, that is unfortunate. I say unfortunate, it's fucking fantastic, but yeah. Cool, that's it. And now we start the event. So we're going to be, that was a very, very dramatic start to everything. But at least now we get to begin. There's going to be no funny business with changing things up. Just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Cool. Big pillar. Just put it there. Survivor corpse. I think it has to be 6 spaces from all other terrain. Gonna put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. All right. Okay. Let us begin. I'm just going to switch these 2 around. Okay. We're going to have Finger go first. They're going to search that survivor corpse. Let's see what we get. That is a 7. Gain 3+ insanity and 1 skull basic resource. Thank you. Excuse me. Where's my skulls at? Where am I? There they are. I think that's a pretty damn good start. What was it? 3 insanity? Very good start, considering we took... we went away from the brain damage from taking the other event thing. Just want to have a look. So this one, we can't spend survival, skips next hunt. So it's not very good. I mean, kind of need to get insane. Walker, you're just going to move up to here, I think, and you're going to shield. The same is going to happen with Donath. I think we're going to just have Donath move all the way up here. And they're also going to shield. Oh, shit, we're meant to... Sorry. Everyone needs to get 1 strength token. Because of the red hand. And then also we're going to have you, who has rhythm. So you need to have +1 evasion token. And then alone, we're just going to have you sort of... If he's going to go like here, let's say, 1, 2, 3. We're just going to have alone go here. We're going to take a gamble. We're going to take a gamble on this one. And hope that they attack Walker. Alright, that's the end of our turn. We weren't meant to go first. Sorry. Let's put everything back. Reset. Reset. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. Monster goes first. Right, everything's been reset. Monster goes first. Closest survivor in field of view. I mean, yeah, we are closest survivors in field of view. It doesn't say in range, just closest survivor in field of view. And because we are all in field of view and the closest survivor, I think it is just going to move towards us. It's just not going to be able to hit us. It's just going to go over to here. Doesn't say close, because normally it's like closest survivor field of view in range. What's happened to my camera? Hello, camera. Are you going to... Ooh. Let's quickly put this focus. But yeah, normally it says specifically like closest survivor in range. This one is in range, so it's fine for us. Clicking this should sort it out. There you go. Sorry, I don't know how long that was blurry for. Hopefully not too long. So yeah, he's just going to go there, and that's going to be it. So we're going to go again. David's going to have to re-roll. Now they get a 5, and instead that means we get 2 insanity and a random basic resource. So actually not terrible. Re-roll. Basically got the same as what we had. Oh, actually it's better than what we had. Boom. All right, let's get this done. 1, 2, perfect. Alone is going to pounce. Alone is going to spend their movement to move 3 forward. That's going to give them +1 strength on their weapon. And then with that, we get +1 speed and +2 strength. So we have +3 strength right now. You know the gist. You know the gist. So 7 pluses, 6 pluses to hit. 2 hits. 1, 2. And this is going to have 3 strength on this. 4 strength as an addition. So that's 2 from that. Oh shit, my god, no, even more. So 3 strength from there. 2 strength from there, that's 5. Oh, we actually had a plus... Oh, I know, we actually have a +1 accuracy as well. So we actually hit all of them. So it's a 7 plus, 6 from the accuracy, extra accuracy from that. We actually hit 3 times. Then we get +1 strength from moving forward once. That's 1 strength. 3 from that, that's 4 strength. 2 extra from that, that's 6 strength. And then 7 strength. So we've got 7 strength on this overall. On this attack. That one's fine. Reflex, full move forward in a straight line cancels the hits. Nope, so we're going to do it like this. So, they've got 8 toughness. We had 7. I think we literally just need to, like, if we roll a 1, we're fucked. It's a good job I put that one first, eh? That has, like, good job that one was first. Okay. All right. Now, that's an 8. Unfortunately, we don't get the luck from it. That is a hit. Boom. 1 damage. Get out of here. Next. 7. That is another hit. Boom. Damage. This one's a reflex. Turn the monster to face away from the attacker and full move forward into a straight line. Cancel all hits out of range. So, boop, boop, whoop. Very far away. So we're then going to have Walker sort of chase up. Walker's going to go here. Just use his shield. And then we're going to have Donath literally do the same thing, walk up, use their shield, which was flipped from last time. End our turn. Go to the monster's turn. Random survivor in range. So it's actually going to be between Walker and you. So we got a 10 and a 2. It's going to be Donna. Or Donath. The screaming antelope begins to stomp and snort excitedly. A gurgled moan sounds from under its mouth. Turn to face the target and roll 1d10. On a result of a 4+, they suffer 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. So on a 4+. Yep, 1 brain damage knocked down. That's going to happen. In addition, if the target is insane, they suffer 5 knockback. They're not insane. Cool. That is that one done. That gets refreshed. Goes to the end of the turn. Or goes to our turn, sorry. Walker's one comes back. Cool. We'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go all the way around to the edge here. And we're going to go for an attack. I do want to attack with the fucking Thundermaul. It's a 6+ to hit, which actually is, yeah, I'm going to do a Thundermaul hit. Let's just hope we don't get 10s. Cool, that's 1 hit. 1 successful hit. So we pull this out, and that is 10 strength, 11 strength. We literally just a 1 and we fail. It's a crit. Thank fuck it's on a perfect hit, not on a perfect damage. That is a crit. We gain 1 Screaming Antelope resource. And blood runs down the Screaming Antelope's side. The blood loss weakens the monster. It gains -1 toughness, which is phenomenal as well. So now it's going to be easier for us to hit him. Thank you. Cool, very nice. Alright, alone. Because you're not going to be in range, but Doneth is. Oh, you can't thingy. You can't use survival. But you can. I'm going to use you to encourage Doneth up. And then you're just going to move forward to here. Then Doneth, we can have you move in to the side. And we're just going to have you hit with the bone sword for now. So that's a 6+ to hit. 8 and a 3. That's 1 hit. No downside to it. It has -1 toughness, so it's a 7. And we've got 2, 4. So we need a 3 to be able to damage it here. To 7, it's another hit. Perfect. And now Alone doesn't quite have enough to get all the way there. So Alone's going to go here. And they're going to go for the Acanthus plant. And we'll see what we get from it. It's a 9. That's going to be a fresh Acanthus. I'm not even going to bother looking up. I will look up. Otherwise I need to double check the rules. But I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Yeah, on an 8+1 fresh Acanthus strange resource. Cool. We actually didn't get the fresh Acanthus from the last one, on the 7+1. I gave it to myself. Naughty, naughty. But it doesn't matter. They all died anyway. Cool. End of that turn. Next turn. Closest survivor in field of view is going to be between green and white. I realise we have Surge. We should have been using that. 4. It's going to be white. You're just going to go here. It's 1. And it's going to do 2 damage. You need 2+ to hit. It'd be great if I rolled a 1. That's going to be 2 damage to 1 location. And you're going to gain a bleed token. So there's 2 damage to the body. Pop, pop. And we take a bleed token. Not terrible. Goes to our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can shoot 1, 2, 3, and they can also do their attack. We're going to have Alone go first. Alone's going to do their movement and their pounce thing again. So we know that it's literally just 1s to be successful. That is all hits. 1, 2, 3, because of our accuracy and everything else. That has no downside to it. That means you're going to thrash at us. And that's on a wound, is you're going to make it jump back. So it's going to turn to face the attacker and then without turning, move the monster 1 space back. That's fine. We'll do it in that order. So literally just no 1s, please. 4, 1 damage. Boom. And again. 4, I didn't mean literally roll the same number again, but it's a success anyway. Cool. And again. I saw the 1 and I panicked. Not that it would have been terrible, but still. Boom. Done. And as the reaction, that's going to go here. Jump 1 back, and it's going to go there. That's actually so annoying because Doneth can't now hit it with the fucking club. Oh no, Doneth can. Doneth can. So it's on 3 HP. We're going to have Doneth move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we're going to have Doneth surge. Because then they'll have another activation so we can spend... Oh no, it's spend movement as an additional cost to activate this. No! No! So we don't have a dash to be able to do it. So we'll just have them hit with the Bone Blade. That's fine. It's annoying though. 5 pluses to hit. Doesn't hit. Okay. Standard. Walker, 1, 2, 3. You're gonna go behind. We'll just have Walker fucking smack it with the mace again, man. No, we're not. We're gonna have him smack it with the axe because we actually do want to get some weapon proficiency in our axe. So we're gonna go for an axe hit. 5 pluses to hit. We don't hit. And then David's gonna shoot. That is 7 pluses to hit. 2 hits. Very nice. First strike, but if the target is insane, we're not insane. So it's not going to cancel our attack. And the other one has nothing for it. 3, 5, 2s to hit because it's on 7. Toughness. Okay, literally rolled a 2. I can roll that. Boom, boom. And then, again, 7. That is a hit. Both hits. 1 HP left. Cool. Monster's turn. Or 2 HP left. Okay, it's going to be the intimidating one. Random survivor in range. Literally everyone but blue. So boink, boink, boink. 1, 3. Okay. It's you. So you're turning. And that's going to be what? On a 4 plus, isn't it? It's a 3! Get fucked! Get fucked! Brilliant. Cool. It also have the target's insane, which we're not insane, so nothing happens. Perfect. Donoff's gonna go first. She's gonna try and get a fucking club hit in. Alright? Please. 6 plus. Please. That's 2 8s. Okay. Now we just need to be successful in wounding it. Please no trap. Okay. Okay, we'll do this one first. -2 toughness to dislocation, so it's only a 5 to hit. Okay. So, we got 5 to hit, -2 to the location. We have got 5 strength. It's literally just a 1, and we fail. It's an 8. We get a hit. If the win result was even, so we get a brain damage. Ooh, not so good. Not so good. We need to roll on the brain damage table here. We could die. Oh. Oh, we no. Oh, wait. They've got a stone nose. I never added their thing for the stone nose. Oh my god. Yeah. I thought they were dead. I do think that does also mean that this person was insane on one of their moves, and I can't remember what move it was, but I think that there was an attack that we shouldn't have been able to have got because we're insane. No, it was the thingy one, wasn't it, that we done recently? It was this one. So it means we take a brain damage. No, we get knocked back 5 is what it is. So we get knocked back into this, which I believe we suffer collision, which collision is being knocked over and we take 1 damage. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's been retconned. It's been retconned there. However, we did just get hit with the fucking club. Can we? Oh, and we survived because we weren't meant to roll the brain. We're meant to be having this 1 extra one. Now we roll again for the final damage. It's actually a 1. If the attacker is adjacent to the monster, their weapon is stuck. Tugging frantically, it comes loose and you get knocked back 5. So they're actually going to get knocked back. So they don't actually deal the final blow, and we take damage to the waist. However, we didn't lose our weapon, and we've now dealt damage to be able to gain proficiency. The only person who hasn't so far, I think, is the axe. I don't think we dealt... No, we did deal damage with the axe, didn't we? Well, just in case, what we'll do is we'll have this person encourage to get Walker up. No, Walker got knocked down on the other thing, didn't he? Walker's already... Did Walker do an attack? No, Walker hasn't done an attack. So we'll encourage to get Walker up. And Walker's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ain't that nice? Please get hit with the axe. 5 pluses. Cool, that is 2 hits. Wounds, just full moves forward, and that's a reflex. We've got 1 strength, 4 strength. They're on 7, so we need 3s to hit. That's a 5, dead. Cool. Really nicely done. A couple of retcons that I noticed later on, though, so we're good. I can't believe that stone nose, man. Oh, it came in clutch. Having that insanity, I forgot to add it. I gave everyone everything else but the insanity, I think, and the survival. So, thank fuck for that. Okay. So with them being dead, everyone gets 1 hunt XP and 1 weapon proficiency. Because everyone dealt damage with their weapon this time. So that's courage. So you have now, you're proficient in the bow, which is nice. You get bow proficiency, and you are proficient in the katars, which is right at the very top here. We also had people level up. You leveled up to level 2 in your hunt. So we get to roll 2 d10s and see what we get here for you. An 8, which is 1 permanent strength, which isn't too bad at all. This person's getting a lot of strength. +1 strength from hunt 2, or age 2 it should be, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, this person's getting a lot of strength when they're proficient in the bow. It's kind of useless. No, it's not the end of the world, but like strength's a nice all-rounder. Oh, they actually did have strategist. We just never had strategist onto it. It's fine. Didn't need it. Okay, and then we get the rewards, which is 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Do beep bap 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 bap. Terrible. We kind of wanted as much hide as possible. Instead, we've gotten bones. More fucking bones. Did get a pelt though, which is nice. But more bones. We can actually make the thingy. We can actually make 2 of the. That's pretty useful. We can make 2 of the bone, the stone teeth, the large teeth, which is going to be better katars for the other person, and they can pair them as well. But we really want to be trying to prioritize making some armor for people. Well, actually, we want to be prioritizing making a shield for people. So I'm wondering if the play there is actually to turn the pelt into leather, use a bone, use a hide, and then we've got 1 hide left where we can sit there and make a beast knuckle, one of them, for the other person to use. And then the other person makes some stuff. I might actually make a skull. Maybe make a skull helmet. Everyone's got a helmet. It's kind of more like waist stuff. Yeah. I think the play. Well, the play could be to make the stone shield, or we can sit, or no, not the stone shield, so the leather shield, or we can make the 2 weapons and make the shield on the next one, on the next year. But I'm not entirely sure. So that's that done. That's certainly complete. All of us survived, so we're going to be coming back with 1, 2, 3, 4 survival. No, I say 4 survival. 4 endeavor points coming into this. I believe one of us have matchmaker. So in our notes here, we're going to have matchmaker available. Then I'm thinking shield or 2 lion's tooth. I'm honestly swaying more towards a 2 lion's tooth. Need shield in prep for king's hand, or the hand, sorry. Yeah, after. I think those are really the only things that I need to clear up there. So we'll clear that showdown board. Everything else is done. Or we'll heal everyone up as well. Heal, 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 heal. And who had PTSD here? You have PTSD, so you need to skip your next hunt. And you have secretive, so you need to skip your next hunt. Actually, let's just clear everyone's skip and next hunt and then put it back onto these people again. Okay. Cool. That was a long one. Much longer video because we had two showdowns spoiled in this one. 2 showdowns, even though one of them we got absolutely brutalized in. That is the end of year 11. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you when we go back in when we come into year 12. Take care.